I'm live. Here I am, all by myself. I feel funny if it nobody show up, and I ain't showing nobody. It is 5 o'clock, and yeah, I am seeing nobody. Well, I've been live for a minute. Well, oh, well, almost 2 minutes. 5:02. Let me just in case I'll read. And that's what it took. There they are. I don't know what was going on here. I was sitting here all by myself. But here's Scrap and Crash and Old Gamer and Patty Moyers and Sheila Wilson and Old Gamer again. And Willow Owl there, my friend. Who else? Oh, there's Maggie. There's Maggie. Maggie, somebody up there in Guam asked me to marry them. I I don't know who she was. She sure did. Said, "Would you marry me?" I told her, I said, "Why not?" And gosh, y'all are getting way ahead of me here. I don't have a guest this week, so I'm kind of on my own. Maybe I can hold it together. Um, I just spent the biggest part of the day outside in the yard. I've been having to haul away a bunch of stuff that we decided to get rid of, some furniture, some uh, just stuff that we don't need. And I made a video of it. I guess I'll be putting that up about Tuesday. But I hope I did something, and I don't know why I did it. The guy that was hauling the stuff for us was he's a mechanic that comes and works on our vehicles when we need him. And he's been really good to us. And if some of y'all might recall a video I did where I found this Wilton bench vise. It lists for over $300 new, and this was new. And I knew he needed that. I don't need it. I got a vise. And I thought about it, and then I thought, well, His name's Julian. And I said, Julian, I'm going to give you that advice. And he didn't want to accept it. And I said, go ahead and take it. And what you'll have to do for me, and I give him one of my cards. I said, go online and look at my videos and subscribe. And while they was hauling the first load away, his wife was looking at my videos, and they subscribed. So I kind of got paid for it. Wasn't $300, but it just seemed like the right thing to do. He needs that. It's the kind that goes into the hitch on your vehicle so you can use it to work on stuff. But let's say you couldn't see the comments. No wonder why you look lonesome and confused. Yeah, that's right. Did I look confused? I'm doing good, Maggie. I am doing good, really. And I made a whole lot of progress in my shop, getting stuff squared away. And wait a minute, what she said about 1,000 subs? Let me see that. That got my attention. Says help Junk Dauber reach 1,000 subs by sharing this live stream on social media. Boy, that would be a big help. I had a guy. I don't know who he is. I don't even know if he subscribed to me, but he made some comments on my video, and it kind of got me down there for a few minutes. I meant to make a copy of what he said. I was going to read it to you, but he was talking. What?
Car keys.
Huh?
Car keys.
Have I got the car keys?
Yeah, you moved the car, remember?
Oh, yeah. Here they are. You don't have to hide. They seen men's bare chest before, I think. But he was talking about giving me suggestions as to what I need to do to improve my poor performance on getting subscribers. And I know I got poor performance, but you don't need to get up in my face sort of and tell me I'm doing poorly. Give me a pep talk, crying out loud. And I was upset for a couple of minutes. Then I got thinking, well, no, he's suggesting things that he thinks would help. And so I went, and his channel is Scrap Dude. So I'm thinking he's a scrapper. So I went and looked at his channel. He has 0 subscribers and no content. So I'm thinking, well, how come he's saying that? But that's what he said. And then he went on to explain he's just trying to help all this stuff, So I guess I had to take it in stride. I always said I could take constructive criticism. So, but it did make me feel kind of down there for a little bit. But I sure would like to get to 1,000 subscribers and get this channel going. But he suggested, he told me, one thing he told me was, people don't want to see you going shopping at Publix. They want to see you getting scrap and bringing money in and not going somewhere and paying money out, is the way he put it. And I'm like, does he not know I'm 78 and I'm on a scooter and I can't go out and do stuff, to bring money in, and I'm not going to make a lot of money. But I don't know. I don't guess he meant no harm. But and I asked him, I said, why are you not got any content on your channels? And he said, well, prices were so low on scrap and stuff now, and he's doing small engine repair and something else. So Anyway, hey, Cat, porch swing poet. But do a dance like Scrap Dog does or sing, laugh out. Hey, you don't want me singing. I used to sing. Yeah, I see, you're kidding. You don't want to hear me sing. Oh, but anyway, that's kind of how my week's been going. We did go to the scrapyard the first part of the week, and we only took a little bit of stuff, and I was extremely disappointed. I thought I had about $150 worth of scrap. Got down there, it paid out at 93. The prices that this place where I go, they don't even pay the national average. They was about anywhere from 10 to 30% lower than what the national payout average was. But you know, it was $93, so, and I had to give my grandson, I think I wound up giving him 20. Yeah, I gave him $23 and I kept 70. And I put 50 of that in the account for my new scooter I want to get. So I am now at $215. I think, yeah, $215. Long ways to go. I've decided. I did a video yesterday, and I haven't uploaded it yet. But the title of it is oh gosh, don't tell me I done forgot what I named it. I named it Slim Picking Day or something like that. And I mean, it was slim. I got zero scrap. I got cans. And I also picked up another, I can't call them customers because they're not buying nothing from me. They're giving me stuff. But another neighbor lady that she seen me out there hitting her trash can, pulling some cans out of there, and she come running out and said, "Do you collect cans?" Yes, ma'am, I sure do. And and her name's Ashley. And yeah, I said she's a cutie, so you can comment about it if you want to. I was just saying that. But, and when I was, and so I started going through her can and getting the cans out, and there was a bunch of them in there. And then she went inside, and she come running back out with another bag. She said, "This is from last night's football game." So there was another bag of cans. So anyway, I picked up, I just noticed that he did. No, I've not shaved. Ella? No, I've not shaved here. Maybe you just ain't. I was going to shave. Matter of fact, I want to get my mustache trimmed, and every time I try to trim it, I mess it up. No, dear, I've not shaved. Sarah the Hillbilly Hang. Oh, no, I don't. By the way, I have found out that there are some real screwballs on YouTube. I ain't gonna call no names, but boy, it troubles me that they have an audience, but it is what it is. They got an audience, and I'm matter of fact, I'm not even gonna get into what all they was discussing, but they're nuts. They're nuts, and one of them claims he's running for president. And what's so comical about it He he's running for president, but he's one of these YouTubers. He won't show his face. His screen, when you look at his screen when he's doing his lives, all you can see is that much of his face right there. You can see his eyes and his hat. That's all you can see. And I'm thinking maybe I ought to ask him if he gets elected, what is he going to get his whole face took so they can hang the pictures in the post office and all that stuff? But I just left it alone. But he's running for president, and they're collecting money. They're collecting money. I'd be curious to know where that money's going to go. Anyhow, there's some screwballs on there. Maybe people think I'm a screwball. Heck, I don't know. Maybe I am. I mean, heck, who do you know that goes around collecting little plastic blue bottles and pink bottles? I caught myself picking up pink bottles yesterday. I seen them, and then I was leaving them laying now, and then I was going to put them in the trash. And the next thing I know, to put them in my basket and brought them home with me. So I got some more pink bottles. So maybe I am a screwball. What else? Do I need to be looking at comments? Anyone heard anything about Florida Scrap? Oh, what about Florida Scrapper? I hadn't seen him in a while. Is he not? We didn't have any real bad weather here in Florida at all. I mean, it was just like normal, typical Florida afternoon weather is what we had. But we didn't. That's not saying hurricane season is not over till, what, November? I believe November, something like that. Anyhow, no problem anytime for Dauber. What's she talking about? Oh, maybe you look so clean. It looks like you did. Well, I got on a clean shirt. Well, it was clean until I ate a while ago, and maybe I need to start wearing a bib. Oh, man. I keep trying to remember. Gee whiz, I'm pulling the blank. Oh, I know what I was wanting to talk. I'm going to critique something. A while back, I decided I needed a battery, a battery booster charger thing for my GoPro camera. It's too heavy to mount on my hat with the camera, so I don't know why I got it. But it's called, I guess you pronounce it Suptig. I don't know if you can see it or not. Maybe you can. I can read it on my screen. And right there and there, it's showing it's got a full charge on it, but it don't charge nothing. It came from Amazon, and I can't get it to charge anything. I can't get it to. It's got all different kind of plugs you can put on it. It's waterproof, so you actually put it on your camera and go underwater with it, which I've got no intentions of doing anyway. But it's got all these different attachments and stuff that you charge your phone, you can charge your camera, and I purposely let my phone run down to about 20%. And I hooked it up to my phone and I left it a half a day. And my phone was not getting charged. Matter of fact, it was losing charge. So I don't know what to do to make this thing work. And if some of you have any clue, send me an email telling me what to do, and send it to junkdarber@gmail.com. But I think that was about $40. and it's wasted. And I waited too long before I sent it back to Amazon. I should have thought I'd realized what was going on. Banned from life. Oh, these other little notices keep popping up, comments that I get from other people that I watch. What happened? No. Willow's in Kansas. I get to running my mouth and I start missing. I just remember the last time he vanished for a spell that he was on vacation. Could be his girl's health took a turn or something, and I'll have to look into that. Oh, the hat. Yeah, this hat. Do you know where it come from? It came from Crazy Family Tube. He found it in the dumpster. And I took all my hats and throwed them in the washer. Look how pretty white that one come out. It came out real nice. I was surprised they got that clean. But I give them all a bath. Somebody made the comment that I need to change the oils in my hat. So I did. I washed the oil out. I'll have to check on who is Chance Oduba. I am from the UK. Hey, Chance, you need to subscribe to my channel, and I'll sub you back because I think I want to. I've got a lot of UK friends now, and I got Australian friends. But how about subscribing back, Chance? Oduba, Oduba. Anyway, welcome to my channel. And I am from the UK. The on. How did I miss that? It's easy, folks. You know it's easy for me to miss stuff. And you know, I noticed something else. That it's some kind of YouTube virus that you get if you start doing like I do, you know, running around with that camera stuck on your hat almost 24/7. I have laid down in the bed with that thing on my head and wake up and I knock it off or something. But yeah, I have. I have that. But I've noticed that when I'm riding that scooter down the road and I'm looking in trash and just doing my thing, you know, and I'm running my mouth at the camera for the video, and sometimes I'll just cut the camera, you know, tell it to GoPro start recording, and then I forget whether it's recording or not. And a lot of times it's off, and I'm just going on down the road, just running my mouth, talking about whatever. And people look at me and say, "What?" And I say, "Oh, I'm making a video." And then I take my hat off and look. Oh, well, I was supposed to make a video. I got congratulations from Scrap and Pallet Man. I was trying to get him to do a guest appearance, but he says he likes to watch the live streams, but he don't want to be in them. And I tried to get Chris and Holly show to do a guest thing, and I couldn't. couldn't get them. Matter of fact, I couldn't even get any reply from them. But they're back on that island again, wherever that's up there in Maryland and Virginia. But so I couldn't get no guests, and I wasn't really pushing it anyway, because maybe I am already subscribed to your channel. Well, thank you, Chance. I'll have to look you up. Do you have any channel content or anything, my friend? And I've noticed too, there's a lot of Filipinos that are on YouTube, and they're doing live streams, and I mean a lot of live streams. They're doing, like, this one lady. Last time I seen her, I told her, I asked her, I said, don't you ever sleep? Because sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just sit here and get on the computer, and there she is live streaming. And I've seen her live streaming in the mornings, and I've seen her live streaming about 2 hours ago. And that, you know, and she's in the Philippines. So I don't know. Want me to save them for you? Say, oh, I was watching a video a while ago of Scrapping Pallet Man, and of course he gets these he gets the microwave. First thing he does, he opens that door, pulls that platter out, and chunks it back in the trash. I save all the platters. I can still sell them, but he don't. He's by them platters like he is light bulbs and lamps. They go back in the trash. They go in there so fast you can't see them. You can save them if you want to, and drop them by one day. That's my buddy. I don't know if he's probably not on here right now. I expect he would be today. But yeah, when you share a video, what do you share it on? Do you share it on, like, Facebook, or I don't have, like, Twitter. I don't have what's them other things. All I have is Facebook. And you know, YouTube is fixing to get rid of the classic creator, you know, that I've been using to make my videos and everything. And they started this beta thing. And I noticed they're saying the other day that you need to be prepared because the classic is going to disappear. But every time I go in there to do my videos and stuff, I click on the classic thing to bring that up and get rid of the beta, and it asks you for a reason and a comment. And I click on the one that says too hard to navigate, and then it wants to know why. And then I tell them I'm 78 and can't wrap my brain around it. And every time I get comfortable with something, y'all go and change it. Not that they're going to do anything about it, but I can use it, kind of use it. But the older I get, the more I hate changes. I don't like nothing to change. I want everything to be familiar because it's so hard for me to soak in new stuff. I guess that's comes with age. It can be shared on Facebook, Instagram. That's the other one I was thinking about, and a few others I'm clueless about. Yeah, I sure wish I could get 1,000. I don't know. It's not going to be that much money, you know, but I just feel like if I could get to 1,000, that gives me a little bit more exposure. And I still don't understand the like, why everybody wants that thumbs up. How do I tell if I'm getting thumbs up? I don't see any way to tell if I'm getting a thumbs up or not. Is it? Help me. Am I getting a thumb? Where is it? I don't see no place for thumbs up. Or thumbs. Maybe it's not available to me. I don't see it. Maybe it's just not available to me as the host. You suppose? Do you mind me doing a drawing for you? Shoot, no, baby. You can draw me anything you want. Shoot, no, I don't mind. I love that. Do you draw? What do you draw? You know you're my sweetie. I had a oh man, I know some of them young women on some of them other channels. They see me, and that's an old man, and he's a sucker, and they start pouring on the charm, and especially on Facebook. And I'll let them do it for a little while, and then I tell them, well, I said, I've only got about $150 a month in expendable income, and it's all spent. So, does that change anything? Yeah. I can see through that stuff like a piece of glass. I have 12 thumbs up. Okay, that's cool. How many people's on here now? Well, it says I have 14 thumbs up. And you, Scrap and Crash, said, I want to see Scrap and Crash drive that car in that demolition derby. And I hope you make some videos of that, my friend. And I've still got to get my coffee sign hung up. Matter of fact, I went and bought coffee today. I drink Folgers. And most of the time, that stuff, can you do a caricature? You know that thing of me with the hat on, and that ain't it. I don't see it. Anyway, it's a caricature of me. I see it right down here at the bottom there. It's got me holding my hands up and my glasses on. Because I'm getting ready to make a new logo. It's going to be similar to that, but I want it a little bit more realistic, and I want liking or even disliking the video adds to the activity on the video. Once monetized, that can help get videos on YouTube recommended list. Oh, all those things increase your paycheck on each video. Thank you, Willow. You're a sweetheart. I only use YouTube to watch channels. I like a lot of scrapping channels. Well, I scrap. A lot of people don't think I do, but matter of fact, that guy that was here today picking up a lot of stuff, and he seen that big old pile of TVs and stuff sitting over at my bench. And he knows I'm on a scooter, and he's like, well, who hauled them over here for you? I haul them over here myself, my friend. And I said, you see that big TV? And I got that sucker and I laid it right in my scooter and sat on my seat and showed him how I haul it. I'd be amazed All right, you'd be amazed at some of the stuff you can haul on there. And I got my inspiration to do that because I was watching Scrap Vulture. It used to be Scrap Vulture, now it's Vid Vulture. And by the way, Scrap Vulture or Vid Vulture, whatever you want to call him, I just went and looked at one of his videos and I wanted to leave a comment. And I went down there and the comment section is disabled on his videos. And I went back to the one before that, and I went back about 6 videos, and the comments is all disabled. I wouldn't do that to my subscribers. I mean, I want them. Of course, he was getting a lot of negatives about some stuff about he was pushing investing in some stocks with him or something, and that didn't go over too well. But but he got away from that. But he's not. You're not able to make any comments. And if I can't comment, I don't want Alan Clark. I don't know if Scrapping Cash has a channel or not. He's in Canada, and he says yes, he does. You know what? I probably got him on. I'll probably subscribe to him. Yeah, I do get pretty. You have to. You have to. But but I got inspired just by watching Scrap Vulture. But I can't believe he's not letting you leave comments. I mean, people leave comments just like that guy that was talking about my poor things on my subscribers, and I know how he thinks. I know he didn't mean nothing by it other than he thought he was helping me, and he did help me in a way. But you just, how you gonna know if you're doing stuff wrong or right if you don't have your subscribers commenting? Or they don't even have to be subscribers if you're not commenting. Now, if they get nasty, you're out of here as fast as I can click you off and block you. You're gone. But fortunately, I haven't had much of that. But these people that are trying StreamYard now, I seen another guy make the same mistake. Shooting Star put a link right there in his comment section for people to click on that wanted to be on a guest on his channel. I mean, right there, anybody can click on it. And he learned hard. He got a bunch of porno stuff thrown up there at him right quick. And of course, he had to shut it down because they was just keeping on doing it. And then I noticed today that another guy called Super Dave 44, and I disagree with a lot of stuff he's saying, but I still watch him. And I went to his live stream today, and lo and behold, right up there in the comments, he put a link up. And I had to do something, and when I come back, that he had to remove the whole video because he couldn't shut them down. Wasn't nothing they could do but just go offline with it. But I don't think anybody should ever put their link right up there for anybody. If you want somebody to have a link, you send it to them in their email or something like that. I think he probably disabled the comments after that whole investment. Yeah, that was a debacle, I'll tell you. I don't know. I see people that start out on YouTube and they struggle and then they get kind of big. When I say big, I mean like 40,000 and up subscribers. And I'm not saying Scrap and Pallet. First thing somebody really don't like Scrap and Pallet. Well, no, Scrap and Pallet Man don't fit that mode. But they change. They change the way they do stuff. And if I've been with somebody from the get-go when they first started, and now I can't even get a response from them, and I got their email, and I used to have the phone number, but they changed it. And there's no response. Let's see. I'm missing something here running my mouth. Hey, Steve. I've seen someone recently here on the island with a scooter and a trailer welded to the back of it. The trailer was just a small one, must have been about 2 foot by 2 foot, and lightweight with tricycle tires. Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, I can't. That scooter like mine, it's only a 300 watt motor, and I'm not so sure. I got a thing I was going to do a trailer, but then I decided on it. Matter of fact, I give it to the guy that was hauling the junk today, because I knew if I put it on there, I'd probably burn the motor up. And VA ain't going to keep popping for repairs on my stuff. They already replaced the batteries. But she said the trailer animal smoker like Ross will burn through batteries like mad, and VA isn't paying for replacement that often. That's why he wants a larger. Yep, that's right. Well, that's why I want that bigger scooter. It's either a 500 watt or a 700 watt, and it's 16-inch wheels on it. That's a ways off though. But you know, I'm getting donations, and then people are sending like $1 or $2. Trust me, I appreciate that a whole lot. You know, it adds up. You know, it's just like my cans. You know, them cans, one can, it ain't much, but 31 of them things makes a pound. So that's the way I look at these dollar donations. Matter of fact, I think I told you, I ain't gonna get into that. What is that right there? Yeah, Maggie, you draw me anything you want to draw. She says the trailer was customized using one of those milk crates or something. He has an elderly man too, and uses it for hauling his groceries. And I seen him have a 50-pound sack of rice and other groceries. 50-pound bag of rice? Why would anybody buy a 50-pound bag of rice? I guess, now that I think of it, I think I've seen some 25-pound bags in the grocery store. And Cat has 33 subs. I am right now, last time I looked, I was at 694, so I'm fixing to break 700. And I hope it starts taking off. I don't know what else to do other than what I'm doing, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to do as much shopping in Publix as I've been doing on video. But the trouble with when I go to Publix, I keep the camera going because you never know when something is going to come up that you wish you'd have made a video of. And that's why I do that. But the guy has a point, maybe nobody needs to. For Dauber, it was 10:45 p.m. here. Oh yeah, Steve, y'all are about 5 hours different, something like that. I'm pretty familiar with the European time. When I get confused is when I start talking about Australia or Guam, like where some of my other, like where Maggie's at, and then I got one in, gosh, what was that? By the way, Maggie, you are 8,267 miles from me. And my Filipino subscribers are 9,200 and something miles from me. That's a long haul. I mean, that's a lot of miles. That's a lot of water sloshing here between me and you. Jeez. A lot of water. Of course, that Pacific is big anyway. I sure wish I could travel. You use rice for crafts? Oh, I got another subscriber. I'm at 695. I might break 700. Wow. I'm just amazed. When I was in the military and I was stationed in Germany, and when you wanted to talk to mama or some relatives back in the States, you had to go down to, they had a bank of 4 pay telephones. And you had to go down there and stand in line behind them things at certain times of the day to make that call. First, you got to have a real big handful of money, change. And then it takes, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes for the call to go through. And then they'd sound like they're in a barrel or something. It don't sound right. And that's how we communicated back and forth, or with a letter. And now I'm talking to Steve in England, I'm talking to Willow in Kansas, I'm talking to Maggie in Guam. My gosh, that just blows my mind just thinking about it. That I can talk to all these people. Germany, it don't matter. Anywhere they got an internet connection, I can talk to them. I had a lady from Manila in the Philippines blow me a kiss. She blowed me a kiss all the way from Manila. Oh, that was funny. And she's a cutie. Yeah, all them critters in all that water. Yeah, I don't go back on the ocean. When I shipped out from Germany back to the States, that ship left the dockside there in Bremerhaven, Germany. About 6 hours out, I was sick. And I didn't get unsick till I was standing in New York on solid ground. Gosh, and I ain't never had any urge to get on any kind of a ship or anything like that. I'll get on a ferry, but I know it'll be over in a few minutes. But I ain't getting on no boat, and I ain't taking no cruise. I don't want no cruise. My baby sister, they're cruise nuts. They're shooting for 50 cruises, and she's getting close. And then I look at some of these videos on YouTube about passenger ships that hits real bad weather and stuff, and I watch all this stuff sliding around in the floor and people walking slanted ways and falling down and all that. And they paid good money to get on that ship. Maybe they didn't think that was going to happen, but there ain't no way in the world I'm getting on one. I'll fly, and I ain't too keen about flying. I will fly. But that's me. My sister loves it. I don't. Who loves talking? Oh, Chance O'Dover. Sorry, Dover, I got beef stew cooking on the stove. I'd like to have some of that. I would like to have some of that. There's Mandy Morgan. Who have I missed here? I want to say howdy to everybody. Steve, my bottle friend, I'm still picking up bottles, Steve. I picked up some pink ones yesterday, and did I go out today? No, I've not been out today. I have not been out. It was yesterday I picked up 2 pink bottles and a blue bottle. And at the same time I'm picking it up, I'm like, what in the world is wrong with me? Why do I want these things? Then I think I said, well, they're cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with them things, but I pick them up. They don't go to landfill. That's one good thing. Oh, yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up now that I understand more about what it's about. Share it to Twitter. Thank you, Kat. Kat, you watch Chris and Holly, don't you? Yeah, I've caught the bug, Steve. I do it a lot. And even when I know full well the camera's not on and I'm sitting there running my mouth, it's a virus. I don't mind fishing from a boat on the lake, but a boat on that big water, no way. Me either, Will. But now the lake, I do lake fishing. There's a place up in North Carolina. It's called Nantahala. And by the way, Nantahala means land of the noonday sun. That was Cherokee. And Nantahala is in a gorge. And the only time you see the sun is about noon because that gorge is so deep. And matter of fact, they had to close that road down. The river goes down through there. And they had big landslides and stuff in there, and they had to close it down for a while. I don't know how them poor people got to work, because if you worked in Bryson City, you had to go through that gorge. Probably don't have good phone service where they are, Dauber, yeah. But yeah, they closed that road down. But I lived over 20 years up there in the mountains after I got married, and I was driving from Nantahala to Bryson City, which is about 25 miles. And when it snowed, you didn't go. You just couldn't do it. And I haven't done a kayak. I never wanted to do a kayak, but the rafts, I would get on them rafts and ride down through the rapids and stuff, but only on the guided ones. I never did it myself. But I think there was some class 4 rapids in that river. But back in the day when I first went up there wasn't nobody running rafts down through there. That was all hillbillies, and it was for fishing. And when people started kayaking and running canoes and stuff down through there, the locals actually, they didn't like it, and they would cut down trees that would fall across the river. They cut down a big tree and so that it would block the canoers and kayakers. Pretty soon they got used to it. Now it's a major tourist attraction down through there now. And let's see, anything for this adorable old man. Well, shoot. I don't know. Tell my daughter that. She gets, I wish I could teach her not to get so hyper, so wound up over things. She's just, I don't know why she's like that. She sure didn't get it from me because I don't get excited about stuff. You know, like one time, there was a radio station that we played in my shop, my furniture store and everything, and we played it all the time. And they had this contest. It was called Cash High Low Blitz. And what you would do when they would say, okay, make the call, and the certain number of caller would be picked up, and you'd have to guess an amount of money that you thought was in the cash pot. And he would tell you whether it was high or low. So the next time they did it, a caller would get in, he would know to guess a number either high or low, whichever way it went previous to that. And they kept doing that until it got narrowed down. And one day, it was down to the cents. And a person called in when it was 2 cents away, and he missed it by a penny. Well, then I knew, exactly what it was, and I called, and sure enough, I got through. And it was $1,000 and something, I forget, and I won it. So they had you come to the radio station to get your check and talk to you on air. And they was extremely upset at me because I wasn't jumping up and down and screaming, boy, what am I going to do with this? I just couldn't do it. It doesn't. What do you call somebody like that? I couldn't get excited, and they verbally told me after that, said, "Don't you get excited about anything?" Well, yeah, some things, but it wasn't that. But and I had people that knew me that heard me on there comment about that. Well, wasn't you glad to get it? Yeah, I was glad to get it. And when they asked me, "What are you going to do with this?" I just tell them I'm going to spend it. I didn't have any particular thing, and I forget now what I did spend it on. But and I guess my sister's the same way. Says, well, yeah, I don't. And a lot of times too, I have trouble showing my true feelings about something. I try not to get try not to get too emotional about something. These days, when somebody makes me a substantial gift, it kind of gets to me. I had this guy, good friend of mine, His name was Angus Hastings, and he was a land developer. And he's the person that I bought my land from out there in 1982. That we eventually had a house on and moved there and all that stuff and lived there for almost 30 years. And after my wife passed away and I flittered away what I had, and I had a car problem and I couldn't buy, I, I, I was having to try and fix the car. Well, then I knew that Angus had this Ford Explorer that he was going to sell, that he used around the properties and stuff. And I went to the guy that worked for him and I said, ask him how much for the thing and see if I can buy it. And so the guy called me back the next day and said, I got a price for you, but he wants you to come over here and see the vehicle and all that. So I went over there and I went in the office and he was sitting there. He said, you got gas money? Yeah. And he handed me the keys to that. It was a Ford Explorer, and it was a fairly late model. I about cried. I couldn't believe he did that. And there's a lot of people don't like him, but he was a businessman and he sold property, and it was so much down and so much a month. And like any business that you buy like that on credit, you don't make the payments, you're going to lose it. And people started talking bad about him because he actually took property back that they quit paying on and stuff. Well, that's just the way it is, and he cut people slack. And I know from my own personal experience from this guy that he was a good, square dealing guy. And matter of fact, I'm full of stories tonight. Matter of fact, about 12 or 14 years ago, back when the lottery hadn't been going that long in Florida, and he was spending $500 a week for 500 lottery tickets. And that sucker hit the lottery. He won, I think it was like $8,000. But for a month, we didn't know who won it. We knew somebody won it that bought it from the store where I buy mine. And I was telling this one guy, I hope it was somebody that needed it. And he says, well, I know who won it. And he didn't need it, but he sure paid for the ticket. And then it hit me. I bet Angus won that lottery, and he did. He won about $8,000 or $9,000, something like that. And I don't even know to this right now whether he's even still living or not, because he's way up there in his 80s. That lottery, I used to play the lottery a lot. I don't play it anymore because I can't afford it. Type queen for sure. With my arthritis, my fingers sometimes don't hit the buttons, and yeah, I got that problem. Business is business. You're right, Steve. And I'm always full of it. I stopped gambling a couple of years back. Most I ever won was £1,000. How much is 1,000? An English pound is what? About $1.80, $2? What is it? But I'll tell you another story about the lottery. I was in the store. The store was called Pioneer Country Store, and all the old men hung out there in the mornings. And the lady was working the register, and she pulled some scratch-off tickets for somebody that bought them. And when she pulled them off, she almost pulled off one more than they needed, but it was just hanging by a tad. And she went ahead and pulled that ticket off. Said, "Somebody want to share this ticket with me?" And she had no takers on it. So she went ahead and bought the dollar ticket because she was afraid it was going to fall off. And good gosh, it was a $10,000 instant win ticket. everybody sitting around, well, I was going to buy it, but she moved too fast and stuff like that. Bull. Don't nobody going to buy it. It was a scratch off that he won on. Yeah. I used to think I had a system, but I found that pretty soon I didn't. Sure didn't. Who played poker? Well, Maggie played poker and would bring in at least $5,000 to $6,000 US a week. Start out with a couple of hundred, but I haven't gambled in at least 12 years. How in the world? Maggie, is that right? 5 to 6 grand a week? Holy crap. AMK Show TV. Aren't you a moderator on MK? Aren't you a moderator on Super Dave 40? No, I've seen you somewhere. I've seen you somewhere else, and I'm not sure where. And you're in the Philippines. I know I look at your channel. So, what channel are you a moderator on? Yeah, I know. I've seen you several times. Seen her several times. Willa said the most she's ever won was $50, but I've had several 20s and 10s over the years. I usually win a little something. Well, I've won several $500, and how are you, Junk Dauber? I love my blue jacket. What blue jacket? Oh, Shooting Star. Yeah, that's where I seen you. Was you on there when he had that fiasco with there's Christy and Rianne and Alan. Was you on there when the Shooting Star had that problem? Somebody got in there with a bunch of dirty stuff. Hey, happy birthday, Rianne. I was looking at cards the other day until I found out they was $5. I thought I could still get one for $1. I'm cheap. I couldn't believe that thing. $4.59. Yeah, Shooting Star. I was watching him the other day. He just got a denture for an upper. He come on there and he was trying to grin, but it was really forced, and he couldn't grin. And then he started gagging. and he had to go take them out. That was so funny. But I remember how that was the first time I ever put my dentures in. Boy, it was gagging, and I couldn't even drink water. Couldn't even drink water. Tell her she's sure welcome. And it was a pretty card, so at least I had the thought. Almost $5 for a daggone birthday card, and it had granddaughter on it too. Tell her that. I can at Dollar Tree, really? I hadn't even thought about that. Hadn't even thought about that. Hey, MK, how in the world does what's his name, Bruce, the shooting star guy? How in the world does he work two jobs? He works a full-time job, a part-time job, and still gets out there and does his live stream. Yeah, my folks, y'all can check his channel out, Shooting Star. He's and be prepared for a lot of laughter. That man laughs, and he laughs. And go back and look at that one where he come on there with a live stream, and he had them teeth in, and he said, "Do you notice anything different?" I noticed it right off, but I didn't think nothing about it because I didn't know he didn't have any teeth. Gee whiz. Yeah, that was fun. That was really funny. But I remember how that was with the teeth. One of these days, I'm gonna put my teeth in. I'm gonna trim my mustache up, and I'm gonna get a real close shave. And I might even put a shirt and tie on. I think I still got a shirt and tie. I don't even have a suit anymore. I used to, but I outgrew them. Patty Moore's, Willow says she on winning. He works two-time jobs. He is working at art gallery, and his part-time job is at Walmart. I can't stand Walmart. I worked for Walmart for a year and almost 2 years, and I love the job. I love the job, but I think I told y'all about that though, so I won't bore you with that. By the way, Steve Diamond, what is your day job? Yeah, he has a sense of humor there, MK. I can't say much, so I laugh a little bit, but boy, when you hear him, you know it's him too. Yeah, who else is here? I think I missed something here. Let me go back. Maybe not. Hey, Christy, tell Alan I said hi. All right. I don't see it. I get, fellas, I don't multitask too well. I guess you can tell that. Oh, right there it is. It reminds me of a scene in one of the Harry Potter books where a little girl was floating like a balloon and her dad was hanging onto her ankle. I'm always having to bring sis back down to earth. Okay. All right. I'm just like you. I'm usually hard to impress or get excited over anything. That's from Maggie. and I'm a kind of laid back kind of guy. I guess I am laid back. Somebody told me I was a redneck, and I really don't know whether I'm a redneck or not. I don't do a lot of redneck stuff. I don't sit around drinking beer, uh, and I think rednecks is known for that, aren't they? Um, I don't have a pickup truck. Anyway, Junk Jobber, I won't stay long in here. I stopped to show you love and support, and I certainly appreciate it. I just woke up. By the way, Mem K, tell Bruce to subscribe to my channel, because I'm sure watching his. Yeah, it's morning there in the Philippines. Yeah, it's already Sunday. It's already Sunday. Okay, dear. I appreciate you stopping by. Tell Bruce to subscribe to my channel. Tell him I need him. And what I said, Steve Gunman. Steve, you didn't tell me what your day job is, or is it any of my business? You can just say none you, and I'll understand. I know I got one guy that's a subscriber, and he works for, whoops, I was about to spill the beans. He didn't want nobody to know where he worked. I better shut up. His channel is Shooting Star. Yeah, I don't see how he does it, with two jobs. Gosh, that is a full-time job and a part-time job. And I don't know what he does at Walmart, but he said he's worked at Walmart, I think, for 10 years. I don't know. Of course, back in the day, back when I had my business and stuff going, I was doing sometimes. Shoot, as far as that goes, once we were manufacturing early American sofas, love seats, and chairs, and hide-a-beds. And we didn't have a much stock built ahead in case we got an order for some of it. And one day we got an order for 6 sets. And 6 sets means 6 sofas, 6 chairs, 6 love seats, and 6 hide-a-beds. So count that up. And we worked all day and all night, because there's only 4 of us. It was a small shop. We worked all day, all night, and most of the day the next day, went to sleep for about 5 or 6 hours, got up and worked about 4 or 5 more hours finishing up some stuff, and then getting it loaded and delivered it. Man, that was a long haul, for 4 old. Well, it was me, a friend, another hillbilly friend of mine. This is up in North Carolina, and his mother, and my wife and me. And his son was helping out a little bit. He was like 14 or 15, something like that. But that was a long haul. But we took we didn't turn down no sales just because we didn't have it in stock. But that, when I say we build them, I mean the furniture, the frames were not built. The frames had to be, we had all the pieces were cut and ready to put together. So we had to assemble all the frames, and then put the springs in them and all that stuff, put the padding on, and somebody had to be doing the cutting and you know, the fabric and stuff. Then my wife and his mother was the sewers, and then we had to upholster them. So that was a long haul. But that's back in the day. It didn't hurt me a bit. That was in matter of fact, the name of the name of our company was David Russell Furniture, David Russell Fine Furniture, and he was David and I was Russell. I'd like to do that again. He's a carpenter. Who you looking for, Willa? I hate that about YouTube, Willa. It's like they don't want you to find the channel you're looking for. Hey, Tan's World. That's another one a long ways from here. Let's see, my memory's working here, and you're in Australia. I'm amazed that I'm remembering some of this stuff. I have trouble finding stuff that I look for. I was watching somebody was telling about this guy that was gonna run for president, and he was gonna vote for him. And the name of the guy was John Boy. Was I supposed to say that name? Dadgummit. I already talked about him. That's the one who wouldn't show his face. And I started looking for him, and I had the hardest time finding his channel. There's all kind of John Boys on YouTube. All kind. Chance. I had a child that was stillborn, and his name was going to be Chance. And I don't know where I got that. I found two of both their animation stuff. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube, folks. I'm telling you. Tan said she woke up. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. It's got to be, 7 o'clock, something like. Let's see. No, I can tell you real quick. I got it right here on my. It is about 8:20, something like that. Sunday, 8:20 Sunday. And it's springtime there. It's not. They're not coming up on winter like we are. They're coming into springtime. Shooting star sound. Yeah, shooting stars there. What are you sorry about, Steve? 8:23. Okay, I was a minute or two off. You got special needs, Chance? What kind of special needs you got, my friend? Does that you talking about? Well, that can mean anything. Are you physically handicapped or something? Shoot, I got I got special needs. If I don't have my walker, I gotta have my cane. And if I'm gonna walk down the street, I gotta go on my scooter. And I busted my butt a time or two. Oh, good Lord, we've been going an hour and a half. I didn't know that. Folks, I didn't. I was only gonna go like I don't want to bore nobody. Your sad story, Dauber. Oh, okay. Oh, I got so many sad stories. I'm gonna tell that one about my mama one of these days, but I just I don't know about that. You know, when I can sit here and think back as far back as I can remember, and I can't once I cannot specifically remember any instance that my mama said, I love you. Not once. But I'm sure she had to said it at some point. But if you went in there and asked my grandsons, any of them, my daughter, when's the last time Poppy said he loved you? They could tell you. Because most of the time, it's that day. Especially with my 11-year-old. I just think my mama was not ready to be a parent. I don't think she was ready to be a parent. I don't think my daddy was either. My dad was an alcoholic. I can't never remember my dad when he wasn't an alcoholic. Chance has got ADHD and Asperger's and autism. Okay, buddy. Yes, you're challenged, all right, my friend. But you know what? Look at keep your chin up, my friend, and you matter, and what you do matters. My oldest grandson, he's 29, and gosh, he'll be 30 in February. Holy crap! Has it been that long? He has cerebral palsy, and it's not. I say he's between a rock and a hard place, because to stand there and look at him and watch how he does and that stuff, you don't think there's anything wrong with it. And but the cerebral palsy, it affects the way he processes stuff in his mind. It took him. He didn't finish high school in 4 years. It took him 6 years. There were just things that he had fears of a lot of stuff. But we didn't realize he had that till he was 5 years old. At one time, he was in the Boy Scouts for 14 years. And it was during this time he was gee whiz, I done forgot what they call it. He was in charge of the scout. What did they call that? I can't believe I forgot that. It'll come to me. But he was in charge, and he took care of paperwork and stuff. And he had to give a report to the treasurer and stuff about something. And he had fine motor skills, so his handwriting was atrocious. It was not good at all, and it's still not good. And he made that report out. And the treasurer, which is an adult, he's one of the scout leaders, and I was standing in there, and he chewed him out, and he said, "What is this? This looks like chicken scratch. You take that back in there and you do it like it's supposed to be." I wanted to tear into the man, because number one, if you got a kid in your troop that's special needs, you dang well should know about it. And I told him, I said, what was his name? Mike. I said, Mike, that's as good as he can do. He has cerebral palsy. He has fine motor skill. Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, he should have knew it. And I felt so bad for him. But that was as good as he could do. He did his best. And that's part of the Scout Oath, to do your best, you know. But people that challenge, um, you give them respect because they got a hard road to hoe. And same thing with Chance, you know. So Chance, my friend, you're awesome. Now there's another girl. What is her channel? Becky Taylor. She does live streams. She has cerebral palsy. And I mean, it's pretty bad. I don't think she can walk. She knows she has the hands that are drawn up and stuff. And she has trouble with speech. Uh, and I watch her occasionally. And she's not talking much. Sometimes she'll get tickled and laugh and stuff like that. But it's just amazing that she would get on there like that. And I thought she was like a teenager or something, but turns out she's in her 40s. And one day she was typing something to me. I said something. And she said something about her hubby. So I found out she was married. But yeah, there's a lot of respect to people that's got all these challenges. And I know I got challenges, but hey, I never had challenges till I got up in my 70s. But anyway, that's my sad story. All I do is their best and be proud of them. You told me that right, and I'm proud of my grandson. He's had one job in his life, and that was at Walmart. And that was just for the Christmas season, and he had trouble staying focused. Uh, and they wouldn't rehire him, of course. But he did work about a month. Now, every year, Christmas time, he goes to Salvation Army, and he's one of the bell ringers, you know, that stands out there in the store and rings the bell in the kettle. He does that. He's been doing that for 3 or 4 years now, and he gets paid for it. And he does okay. They like him. They really like him a lot over there. But, hey, Marty and family, how's my best buddy Alan? I seen Alan told me hey there somewhere. Hey, Alan, back at you, buddy. What have I missed here when I'm sitting here talking, running my mouth? Crazy. There's Alan. Board instead of board. Oh, you did spell B-O-A-R-D, didn't you? Well, unfortunately, I'm not the grammar police. Somebody else is, because they catch me every once in a while. They tell me about some of the misspellings on some of my intros and stuff on my channel, and I know they're there because I got another friend that she corrects my grammar all. Why didn't you come to me before you went typing all that stuff out? Well, she wasn't available. And she's been a good friend for ever since 1983 when I gave her her first job after they moved from PA. Yeah, she moved from PA, her and her husband. They live just a couple miles from me. I appreciate you too, Chance. So, matter of fact, I appreciate all of you. I don't know what in the world y'all want to watch me for. I'm a pain in the butt sometimes, and I repeat myself. I know I repeat my. It's an old thing. It's an old thing. We do that a lot. And I used to wonder why I've seen old people, they would tend to repeat themselves. I don't know why it's like that. But, okay, guys, we've been going, where is it at? Hour and 34 minutes. And I think I have got to go out back and cover up my scooter and hook up the charger before it gets dark. I'm just now getting to where I can drive that scooter up on the back patio where it's under cover and I don't have to cover it. But if I ever get a chance to get that big scooter, I don't know where I'm going to park that thing. It ain't all that much bigger, though. It's just bigger wheels, stronger motor. All right, guys. Mandy, I'll see you. Willow, Tan, Crazy Family 2, Patty. Who else? I guess MK's gone. Steve. What's all that blue right there on you, Willow? What is that? What's that mean? One of your... Why is that blue? I don't know. Anyway, Mark and Maggie, everybody, y'all have a good one. And look, if you think that I should try to have a live stream in the middle of the week, just tell me so, and I'll you know, if there's nothing, I'll do it. I just don't want to be overbearing, and I see a lot of live streams going on there, and they just they're doing 3 and 4 live streams a day. Boy, I don't have time for that, and I don't think I could handle that. But once a week, maybe twice a week, I could do that. And I got some surprises coming up in the next week or two that we'll see how that goes. I've been working on it. Some new intros, a new logo that's going to be very similar to... Why does my hat look crooked? Oh, did Crazy Family, did you see my hat? She might be gone. She might be gone. Tan, I thank you very much. And you know what I'm talking about. Don't know if I should mention or not, but thank you, dear. All the way from down under. Looking at spring. That's still hard to imagine that they're down under. They don't fall off. I'm thinking like a darn 5-year-old now. Like my grandson once told me, he said, well, if it's down underneath, why don't they fall off? Well, I don't know, son. Okay, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. Willow, thank you very much, dear, and I'm going to be sending you an email. I want to discuss something with you. And y'all check out Shooting Star. And if you can find that John boy that's running for president, check him out. Check him out. So, goodbye. And I was going to rattle off some different languages in goodbye, and the only one I can bring up on my mind now is Auf Wiedersehen, and that's because I was in Germany all them years. Anyway, see you later. See you next week. Share my videos and stuff if you can. I want to get somewhere on this thing. Thank you, folks. I love you all.